How's it going, everybody? MrYourWilly here, and time for another episode of Season 3. I know it's been a while since I've posted an episode of Season 3, but that's because I have been working night shifts for pretty much the last 8 days in a row, and so I haven't had any time to... Oh, you're almost dead. How sad. Any time to film pretty much anything, really. Night shifts, by the way, are like 6 in the afternoon till 3 in the morning kind of thing. So it's just like really weird hours and all that, and oh, you can barely see that one. But anyways, I cleared out this area a bit, removing some trees, because I'll be using this area in a bit for this cart that we started. Now, it still has about 10 minutes left, I think. Yeah, 10 minutes there. So I'm going to, oh, I'm still in that mode. Let me get out of that. So I'm going to look for some more coal, possibly, as well as read some comments that are way overdue to be read. So let's go ahead and just read those off. Get over here, you. Looks like you're branching out with this cutting-edge machine. Hardy, har. Yeah, it's funny. All right, what else we got? For the engines, can you use any type of burning material like sticks, woods, and saplings? Well, I'm assuming when you're saying engines, you're talking about these engines in here, not the engines for the actual carts that I'm building, but I'll show you both. So for these engines, you can put things like coal coke in there, but things like saplings, you can't. Oh, I guess you can now. I thought you couldn't with these. So yeah, you can put pretty much anything. You could probably put wood logs in there if you wanted to. Now, obviously, it doesn't have a lot of burning material, or, you know, it burns quite quickly, just like it does on a furnace. So you will be using a lot of saplings. So I would turn the logs into charcoal. I think that would burn a little bit longer than just using the logs itself. But it looks like you can use it. I thought you couldn't with these. So yay. We both learned something new. Actually, I do have some charcoal here because this is running out of fuel. Can I use charcoal on that one? I can. Good. I got to keep an eye on it. I don't want it to well, waste. Actually, you know what? I just thought of something. Can I put that in there? Almost free charcoal. Good to know. I wasn't sure if the electric engine was able, or electric furnace was able to use that type of fuel or not, but I'm glad to hear it does. Hey Wilson, what's up? So while that's going on, I'm gonna go ahead and double check how our engine's doing, as well as a few other things in here. Like this looks like the carts are doing well. But, oh, is it? Nope, it's still going. Good. Yeah, I'm going to go down to the mine, see how our miner is doing, and I'll be right back. Alright, so we're here where the little mine cart is working, and it looks like it's gotten quite a lot of stuff, which is great. That is in the wrong section, so I'm going to take that out. That was weird. Yeah, we're getting quite a good amount of supplies. I'll actually probably clear this out in a sec, maybe on my way back out. And let's go ahead and check how it's doing. Why is there so many torches here? That's a lot of torches, man. I think I need to make sure that the light sensor is set up correctly. It seems like it's placing more torches than it needs to, and it is. Let's do a threshold of like 3. And then I'll clear up all these torches that it placed. The torches are just really nice because it prevents mobs from spawning in these tunnels. You don't need a torch placer at all. It's not like it won't function without one. But it'll definitely, as you can see, light the whole area up. Monsters will not have a chance of spawning, really. I can't remember. Was it Shift, F9? F9 is the grid. F7. There we go. So a monster can spawn here, okay, and a monster can spawn there and there. That's pretty much it. Like where the track is, it seems like those are the only spots that it can spawn, because as you can see, it can spawn here, but that's not really in my field of control using this. Also, you can see the liquid sensor is running quite well. I actually had to fix this area, which is why it's kind of like that. This water was preventing him. He got stuck. It was kind of weird. But there was lava here, so it went up. Obviously, I put stone and blocked off the lava, so you didn't need to do that anymore. But here we have some lava, and then you can also see where the bridge builder came into play right here. It placed stone blocks where the lava would have been. Yeah, see, here's all lighting issues, but that's because I just knocked down all those torches. It'll fix that on its own. Also, there was some water right around here. It cleared up the cobblestone I placed there, but it flowed water right here and blocked this. So you do have to come in here every once in a while and check. Make sure that it isn't being stopped because of water flow. Because if there's enough water and it can't figure out an easy way of going around it, it won't go around it. Also, because I don't have the height detector in this one, as you can see, the height detector is not built into this unit, it won't go back down. If you had a height detector, which eventually we'll probably build for him, I could tell him, I want you to be at this height right here. But because I don't have a height detector, it went up because of the lava, and then it just stayed at this level. It'll continue to move up and up and up and up as long as it's the safest way to go. And so eventually you can, if he goes for a long time, he can get out of the range of being useful. Also, you need to watch the edges of the walls, because he will only mine this 3x3 tunnel. He won't excavate past that point. So this coal, for instance, he didn't grab any of this because it's not necessary. He's just going to ignore it completely. So I'm going to go ahead and manually clear this stuff out here. And that's what you'll have to do, you know, run in, see things like nickelite or whatever you need, and mine it out, and then keep going. And he will go for quite a while. He still has a good, you know, stack and some. Actually, we have that extra little stack here. So he has almost 2 stacks still left. So, and I put some of this coal coke in it because it burns a lot longer, and I filled up with the rest of the coal that was there. So I'm just gonna let him go and have fun. And so far he's doing quite well. Also, by the way, we are at episode 20. So if you guys want, I can always upload a world file as well as the current config file. Now, do be aware that I am still running 1.4. The reason why is because of the whole working night shifts for so long. I didn't have time. Also, I didn't fix that texture yet. It is still on my to-do list, but I haven't really worked on anything besides work lately. So do be aware that if you do want me to upload the world file, it will be running on 1.4. If you want to, you can always update it to 1.5 yourself, but some plugins that I'm using aren't updated to 1.5 yet. For instance, Elaram's mod, RedPower, is still 1.4. She has a tendency of not updating very quickly because she's a perfectionist, which isn't bad. I'm a perfectionist in certain things as well. But because of that, her mod does not update until she is absolutely sure it's ready to be updated. And she doesn't like releasing patch notes either. So once that update is there, unless there's a huge bug that's completely breaking it, she won't update little patches either, like a lot of mods do. For instance, Railcraft and Steve's Cards updates constantly with tiny little patch notes. Hers does not. So because of that, I'm still waiting for her mod, as well as I think 2 or 3 other mods that I'm using that are big mods. So we'll just be waiting a little bit more. But if you want a world file and a world config, or the config files as well as the world file, like this video. If I get 25 likes by the next episode, I will announce on that episode that I have uploaded the world file, and you guys can download it and enjoy. But anyways, we have this cleared area. Hopefully by now we have enough space. So I'm going to quickly run in here and see. Oh, we ran out of coal. Well, thankfully, I think this is the miners. Oh, that's the diggers. This is the miners. Thankfully, we picked up a good amount of coal. So let's go ahead and plop that in there. I really wish I could use coal coke, but we're just 5 minutes away. So I'll be back in about 5 minutes. Alright, we're at the last couple seconds here, so let's go ahead and wait for that. There's also one more other thing I want to build before I finish this. So there we go. We got our modular cart with the standard haul, teeny coal engine, solar engine, woodcutter, fertilizer, internal storage, side chest, and it has purple boarding. I don't know why it's purple though, but it's awesome, it's purple. Alright. Anyways, so cooking up some gold here. I made a book, and I have some obsidian here, and I have some diamonds here, and I'm making another enchanting table, but I'm not going to use it as an enchanting table. I'm going to make another one of those chunk loaders for this area. Perfect. That's a lot of gold. So you need gold all around it. So I have that. I also need an ender pearl, which thankfully I have 2. I need more, but this works for now. And there is my chunk loader. I'm gonna put the chunk loader right here. I want to see if that pops up on the roof though. It'd be really funny if it does or not. I don't think I can make that. Nope. I don't see anything popping out of the roof, so I think we're fine. But the reason why I have the chunk loader here is I want to chunk load my house, because when I'm not at the house, nothing's going on. Whereas in the lava area, it will still it'll still chunk load that area no matter what, because we put the chunk loader there. So we have 2 chunks from this point. So right here is 1 chunk, then up to here is 2 chunks. So let's go ahead and load up to at least 3 chunks. I'll load all the way up to this edge, which is great because this is where we're going to be building something that we want to have to, the ability to run when we're not around, just because it will be nice to have it run when we're not around. So let's go ahead and increase this to 3 chunks, and we can hide the laser. We're good. And we'll keep it at a square. So it's loading 3 chunks in that direction, 3 chunks behind me, 3 chunks that direction, 3 chunks behind me that way. So it's a 3x3 area. So not too large, shouldn't hinder RAM or anything. I also have my lap pack in there, is not too drained, but that's okay. So we have the chunk loader, we have that. Now we need some more tracks. And do we have? Well, we have some standard rails, but we need a few more standard rails. So let's go ahead and grab the iron out of here and build a few more standard rails. That should be fine. I don't think we're going to need a lot of them. Then I also need the beds from here. You're still running, which is good. And actually, while we're here, I'll also take out the coal cook. And it's almost nighttime, so I'm just gonna wait till it's night, switch it to day, and I shall be back. Alright, we're back. I'm gonna make 2 of these rail beds, and the reason why is because it takes 6 to make one, and we have 6 extra. So there's 62 tracks. It's way more than we're gonna need for what we're using it for, but it will be helpful. Also, we're gonna need one more other thing. So let's go in here and track, because I can't remember ever how to build this one. We want one of these way tracks probably. So let's get a normal one, and that requires, okay, 1 more rail bed, and then 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we're gonna need to create 1 more set, because that's how much 8 is. So we don't forget to click that. Then let's go ahead and make the rail bed and place that there, and that didn't take too long at all. And just fill up this area here. And that whoa, that's giving me a lot more than I thought, but that's okay. We may use it for other things, but I will show you why I'm using this. Alright, so we're gonna turn this field into a plantation field. So because of that, let's go ahead. Do I have a shovel? I do. I'm gonna use my drill for most of my shoveling because it is just as quick, as you can tell, if not slightly faster. But for this, we're gonna just use it as it is. So let's go ahead and clear off up until, you know, here probably. And that way we can get a good amount of space, good amount of spots for, whoopsies. Let's get our digger out so I don't dig too far too much. Let's put that there. And let's clear this area out. And what we're going to do is we're going to basically build where we want the track first. And then afterwards, we're going to kind of smooth out the terrain around. Because I don't like having odd looking terrain like that. That's just ugly looking. But once I get the tracks in place, then I can start cutting away at the top here, maybe rounding this out a bit. But then at least I know how much space I have to work with. So like here, for instance, I want to cut probably from here across because of just the way it is set up. So I cut a little bit too deep, but that's okay. We'll use some of this dirt here, fill this up to there. And then once again, we have a weird corner, doesn't look so right, but that will be fixed. Now here's the desert. So let's go ahead and pick somewhere around here and use this and some of this and one of these is really all I need. So we'll put this somewhat center. It doesn't have to be perfect. So right about there. All right. And then right about, actually that's probably further than we need because what I'll use is right about here. That's too far. Can I? Yes, I can. Ooh, sand, shoot. Where's a philosopher's stone when you need one? No, I'm joking. All right, so we will put it there. And let me grab something. I was able to get this crowbar in one of the dungeons. So if you right click, left click, shift click, left click, there's a way that you could rotate these, but maybe not anymore? Huh. Alright, what if we add normal track next to it? Like track there and there. Aha! There we go. Aha! 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 So anyways, it's very simple. The cart goes this way, and then we'll enter this track. If the cart's going this way, it will enter this track. So we'll just go ahead and build kind of a loop. Now, I believe we need at least a space next to it. So I'm going to leave 2 spaces just to make sure. Because, you know, the trees are kind of picky. They like growing in a very specific manner. And then we'll go over here. Went too far with that. And then, once again, what I'm trying to do is make it as efficient as possible. So if I can place a tree here and a tree here, they should still both grow. And if they don't, one will grow and then get cut down, and then the other will grow. So tree there and there. This is a bit close. I'll actually shift this down. Tree there and there. Yeah, I will shift this down. Here. And then we need to cut this up. And that zombie is quite annoying. I wonder if my sound options have been... Nope. My headset's just really loud then. Alright. So that gives me the space I need. Let's go ahead and finish this up. Oh shoot, I'm out of tracks. Alright, let me make more tracks. Be right back. I just realized it's not making any more because we don't have any more cans. So what did I make? Creosote cans. I probably made it out of 10. So I'll just put some more tin cans in, but that's why it wasn't going. Also, let's go ahead and read the last letter. Get a pressure plate on your stack. Well, I don't really want a pressure plate in my shack, and I'll show you why. The reason why I don't want a pressure plate in the shack is because I don't have a lot of room. Like, that's the only spot I can put it, and I might accidentally hit it. But we could put a pressure plate there. Let's go ahead and just make it a wooden one. Doesn't need to be fancy or anything. And if I end up opening this up too much, which was my original concern, which is why I didn't put a pressure plate, because you guys know me, I always put pressure plates behind the doors. But if I start opening it up too much, then I'm going to remove it. But anyways, back to making tin cans, which hopefully I have some tin in here. I get silver, some tin. Actually, can I make cans out of aluminum? I can't remember. Aha! You can make aluminum cans. So I shall do that instead. Oopsies. I don't know why I'm doing that. I'm crazy. I'm crazy. Alright, let's do that. Because aluminum is not rare, but not completely common. Also, I'm going to be wrapping up the episode very, very soon. And the reason why... Let's see, does that work? Oh, it does. Sweet. Perfect. I only needed... Well, I'll grab a little bit more. Heck, I'll grab it all. I'll grab it all. But, I'm going to try and keep the episodes around 15 to 20 minutes long for my Season 3 and Better Than Wolves. If you guys think that's a good idea, comment below. If you guys don't think it's a good idea, you can also comment below and tell me, I don't think that's a good idea. I think you should keep it the way it is. And I shall change how it is depending on what you guys consider to be better. Moving it to 15-20 minute long episodes, or keeping it at the 30-minute long episodes that they originally are. This one's running a bit longer than 20 minutes, I already know that, but that's not intentional. I tried to cut it short, but that's okay. But the reason why is that way I can focus a little bit more on specific things, and then when those specific things are done, I can then focus more on like making them shorter because of that. If I am not focused on specific things, I might accidentally put too much fluff in an episode unintentionally, and I don't like doing that. I'm trying to be careful so I don't break the grass underneath. Alrighty then, so perfect. So we're gonna put that track there, and then once again go this way. Now where this is, I don't want trees, so we're going to break this off. It's also becoming night, so that's a good indication that I should probably end this episode soon. So we're going to break that off because I don't want grass there. And then I'm going to put the end track here. So that way, the cart kind of moves around the track here and ends up here. I'm going to have another thing right there to gather everything just like I have in the mine. And actually, I might even move this out one more. Let's put that there. And like that. But either way, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode as we are. Next episode, we will finish up this, I can't remember what the term is for a tree place, but I'm thinking of an arboretum, but that's not correct. But anyways, we will finish that up next episode. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to like 25 likes if you want to have the world file by the next episode. Either way, see you then.